Hello, it's Thomas Worth here with Labyrinth Studios today. We've got a new song in. It's part of an album, and I guess we'll get started. We'll give you a bit of a listen to it, and we'll go from there.
No, fucking love it all. Human desire, I need some fucking love. I need.
That's a bit better. Alright, so first of all, I'll open up. I've got a bit of a channel strip here already. This is song as part of an album, so this is the strip that I've used for the other songs on the album to keep a bit of consistency. Like, it'll be different for every song, but I don't know, it's just sort of somewhere to start. Alright, this is... We'll just reset this really quickly because that was from the other song. Alright, so I'll have a bit of a play here and I'll just do some EQ tweaking. What we're looking to do here is reductive EQ. Things that I don't think sound any good and I'm going to get rid of.
Purely physical, it's a natural human desire. I need some fucking love. I need.
That frequency has actually been such a pain this entire time, so I lied before when I said it would be different. That one's going to stay exactly the same.
Purely physical, it's a natural human desire. I need some fucking love. I need some fucking love.
Alright, that can be our little start that we've made. Alright, next we've got Kramer tape. I sort of just really like the sound of this. And this Kramer tape and this vintage exciter that we'll get to later is really forming sort of the basis of the sound for this album. Something I'm trying and I sort of like how it's going. Anyway, this is with the tape.
Purely physical, it's a natural human desire. I need some.
What the tape does though, as with analog gear, it sort of rolls off your high frequencies and you lose a little bit of air, which I've put back in with this Q clone, boosted 1 dB at 16K. It doesn't do a whole lot. We'll have a listen.
Purely physical, it's a natural.
You can hear it a lot in the vocals sort of, and that's what you want to, I don't know, breathe a little bit on top of your mix, so I thought that was pretty important. Next, max bass. It's an interesting little thing. It's mostly so that when you listen to your tracks back on small speaker systems like your iPhone speakers or even earphones or something like that, you can still get like a phantom bass because it just replicates harmonics and boosts them in a bit of a higher frequency so the earphones and all that can actually play them. I'll show you what it does.
Purely physical, it's a natural.
You can hear that obviously, and that's incredibly muddy.
Purely physical, it's a natural human desire. I need.
Somewhere like that's pretty good. You don't want too much, it very quickly muddies up your mix. So we'll leave it there, and I tend to fiddle with it a lot as we go on. Just for your listening, I've been sort of doing this. I would normally mix this with Add Zero and change my own monitor sound, but because it's recording onto the computer, I've just been fiddling with this. So we'll just keep turning it down as I keep turning it up with the channel. Alright, here we go. SSL Comp next. Awesome bit of gear, absolutely love it. We'll have a listen to it. This is the basic setups I've been using. Obviously, we'll do our threshold again, but have a listen.
Purely physical, it's a natural human desire. I need some fucking love. I need some fucking love. I ain't got no.
Somewhere like that's where I like to have it metering. It's just the glue, sort of. I'm not using it to compress everything. I'm just sort of using it to just tie down those peaks a little bit smoothly and bring up the bit of the rest so it sort of evens out alright. Okay, next we've got this little plugin. I don't use this very often at all, but they gave me some references for Foo Fighters and that sort of stuff, and when it's mixed, their guitars are panned wide, kick vocals dead center, very loud on the sides, and these guys sent me a bit different. It's not mixed like that at all, really, so I'm doing my own little thing with it here. This is just to get that panning that they've already got, which isn't much, but it brings it up a bit and it sounds a bit better, gives you a bit more overall level as well, which is nice, and opens your stereo image up a bit too, which is good.
Purely physical, it's a natural human design.
You can hear that working pretty obviously, and I sort of really like what it's doing for this mix in particular. It's very dull in the center in general, and this just opens it up a bit, which is nice. Now next we've got something I haven't played with a whole lot, but it's really forming sort of the underpinning sound of this album. Is it's a vintage exciter, and I sort of really like what it's doing. I've got it so it's not very subtle at all, but just have a listen and you can have a think about if you like it or not.
Purely physical, it's a natural. Purely physical, it's a natural human design.
Sorry, we don't want it clipping. Alright, we'll do the before and after again.
Purely physical, it's a natural human design. Needs some fucking love.
Alright, I really like this. It adds a bit of low end, sort of low mid warmth, which we've already got with Max Bass, which is, it's overloading your low mids a bit, but I'm going to fix that very soon. I like what it does to the highs, sort of brightens that high mid sort of area and distorts the shit out of that basically. Next we have reset really quickly. I'm using electro setting just so it's fast attack and all that sort of stuff.
Purely physical, it's a natural human design. Needs some fucking love.
Alright, I learnt this neat trick. If you set your threshold to what your frequencies are peaking at, really quickly, you can sort of start at metering with a bit of a scoop. We'll have a listen.
Purely physical, it's a natural human design. Needs some fucking love.
Waiting for them to stabilize, sort of, so you know where it's going to be. Get that down a little bit. Now, what I also do then is I bring this threshold down by about another -5 or 6 from this. So if that's -3, it goes to -9, that sort of thing.
Purely physical, it's a natural human design. Needs some fucking love. Needs some fucking love. I ain't got no fucking love at all.
Alright, that's sort of holding down the fort a bit there. I don't appreciate that much gain there. We really don't want that singing at all, that frequency there. But
Purely physical, it's a natural human design. Needs some fucking. Purely physical, it's a natural human design. Needs some fucking love.
alright, that's the first step, or the first part of my chain down. I'll give you a quick before and after. I'll try and match the levels for you too. So
Purely physical,
that's what we've done. And
Purely physical, it's a natural human desire.
again.
Purely physical, it's a natural.
Now you can make up your own mind on if you like that or not, I guess, but to my ears the vocals really shines through a lot more now, and there's a lot less mud. We'll keep going real quick. Next, I had the HEQ, that's just a left and right EQ, because I had a bit in my left speaker that I didn't like. On the last song, REQ, this is just where I'm doing a little bit more EQing if I think I need to. The only thing that's bothering me now is still those low mids a little bit, but I'm going to tie them up again shortly. Stereo, making the low and below, what is it about? Oh, it runs to about, sit about there. Oh, about there. You want it absolutely mono, well I do anyway. I think that keeps your bass dead center, which is nice. Because I've got no real panning going on, this doesn't work as well. It just makes it sound really phasey, but I've got a little bit in there from the last song. We'll have a play with this now.
Purely physical, it's a natural human desire. I need some fucking love. I need some fucking love.
I like that. They've got a very narrow image from their mix, and I'm just constantly trying to work that out into a bit of a nicer sound for them. Next, the classic the classic mud scrape. Getting rid of all that junk down in the bottom end. This EQ, to my ears, is amazing for that. If you've got the UAD Pultec version, even better, but give this a go and have a sound. Have a listen to the sound.
Purely physical, it's a natural human desire. I need some fucking love. I need some.
Now, if I was doing a dance song or hip hop even or something like that, I'd scoop a fair bit more than that. But because this is rock and your low mids are a lot of your body, you've just got to constantly keep them tamed, I guess, because they run away on you pretty quick. Next, bit of glue here, master and compressor.
Purely physical, it's a natural human desire. I need some fucking love. I need some.
Nice. I like to process my MS. I like to use MS processing when I get to this stage of the mix, just because I want my middle to be nice and tied down. I want my sides to breathe a little bit. Again, I said there was a Foo Fighters reference for this. That's not what they would do at all. They would completely crush their sides, but it's just not sort of going to work in this situation. Next, we've got basically our volume, where we start absolutely boosting. And now these guys again said they want this pretty loud. I don't think it's really that kind of song, but that's not my choice. So we'll see how we go. T-Rex Clipper, awesome little bit of gear. I'll start, run it up till it gets way too hot, back it off till I can't hear much more distortion, then back it off a bit more and find a level that I like the sound of.
Purely physical, it's a natural human desire. I need some fucking love. I need some.
Alright, cool. That's getting a bit beefy. Now, throw up the old limiter. I sort of like using multi-band limiters so that you can treat everything a bit individually. If you just use a broadband limiter and just bring everything down as a whole, if you've got some dominant frequencies, they'll trigger it for the whole thing and you end up with a bit of a crushed sound. Sometimes I'll throw in an L2 after this. We'll see how we go for volume. But I don't want to. I only will if we can't get our RMS low enough. Alright, have a listen.
Purely physical, it's a natural human desire. I need some fucking love.
Alright, that's where I'd like it, even a little bit less perhaps, but these guys won't be happy with that, so we'll throw in the L2, I guess, just to bang things up a bit.
Purely physical, it's a natural human desire. I need some fucking love. I need some fucking love. I ain't got no fucking love at all. Shock and disbelief, left so confused in a realization your dreams ain't coming true. Desolation hurts, the urge.
Alright, well I'm pretty happy to leave it at that for now. It's been a pleasure to run through this song with you guys. First video, so sorry about it, but hope you enjoyed it. www.labyrinthstudios.com.au. Have a good day.